Hey everyone, it is Wednesday. I almost forgot what day it is, but then it helps me remember because I know where I am. Today I'm on YouTube and I'm on the website Wednesday. Maybe I should also take some ginkgo biloba to increase my memory. But, so if you have asked your questions either below yesterday's video or Monday's video, or asked me in my inbox, which I do read those, and if I don't get to some of your questions, I will definitely do my best to get through them and answer as many of them as I can. But feel free, if your question doesn't get answered today, you can always go to my next place, like I'll be on Twitter, and you can ask it there, or you can put it on next Monday or Tuesday's video for the YouTube day. So just try to find me as best you can. I do my best to get through as many questions and stuff as I can, but it's just me. Please be patient with me, okay? And I'm also on the website under the community forums, so if you asked your question, I have 5 of them today, so I should stop blabbing. I tend to blab. I'm sorry. But without further ado, questions. Question number 1. Katie, what are the best things we can do for ourselves while waiting for treatment for our eating disorders? And this got a lot of thumbs up, and that's another great thing you can do. If someone asks a question that's very similar to yours in nature, give it a thumbs up below, and it'll rise to the top, and then I'll see, hey, this has 8 thumbs up or whatever, and I'll know that a lot of other people want to know the answer as well, okay? So this is a really good question, and there are a couple things we can do. And I hate that any of us have to wait, first of all. That's really frustrating, and I hope that mental health, the way that mental health is treated in mental health care, I guess you'd call it, improves. And it's my hope that as we grow as a community, we get bigger, we can take them down and make them give us better care so we don't have to wait. But now I'm getting on a soapbox and I'm blabbing again. Okay, so the best things to do, download my eating disorder workbook and take your time doing each of the tasks. I know that a lot of you are like, Katie, I've already done that. Do it again. I know it sounds ridiculous, but doing the talking back to our eating disorder voice can really help us. And it can get us kick-started and motivated to go into treatment. Also, buy a new journal and start filling it. And I will do a video. I'm actually going to ask Kaylee, possibly, if she'll do a craft video with me, and we will talk about recovery journals, because you've asked about that. You want to see one. But I also have some of my followers who have posted videos about that. But I would create a journal, and this doesn't have to be a recovery journal. I would like it to be a recovery journal, but just start venting about your day and what's going on and how you're feeling, because the more we do that, the better equipped we'll be, and the more open to talking about this we'll be when we get to treatment, okay? So we're just going to begin working on things. Question number 2, how do you go about finding a therapist that's right for you? I've never had one. Also, are therapists always objective about the way they respond to your questions and troubles, or is there a level of tough love that occurs? I suppose that I'm just a bit nervous and that I'll be judged, even by the therapist, and will be told that how I'm feeling is wrong, bad, etc. Obviously, there are going to be good therapists and bad therapists, people who love their job and people who probably shouldn't be therapists at all. And I'm sure many of us have had good and bad experiences. Personally, for myself as a therapist and the therapists I've seen over the years, I've had 4 different therapists in my life. So, are therapists always objective? Yes and no. We do our best to be objective. I have to say that no one can ever be objective because we all come in with our own set of beliefs and our own experiences. But as a therapist, we're supposed to leave that at the door and look at your situation from the outside, from what you tell us, and offer the best options and help you come up with the best solution to your issues. So it can really help because they should be objective to your situation. They should work with you. And I think that's the great thing, is that they don't know anything else about your story other than what you tell them. And that can really be therapeutic. As far as tough love and everything and being judged, I may offer tough love in the form of, I don't even know. Maybe just like I'm not going to say, oh, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. I'll say, why do you think that's happening? Do you see the correlation between what you did and how you're feeling and how that was bad, and like being around this person is really negative? I'll just highlight things that I think you need to notice because it's happening, but I wouldn't call it tough love. Like, we're always, as therapists, we're always softer, we're always more loving, and we definitely don't judge. That has no place in therapy. And for those of you who've had good experience with their therapist, can you leave your comments below so that we can help this person out so they know it's not as scary as it seems? And I have videos on this, so if you want to just search probably the term therapy or look through my videos for the ones that say making your first appointment. The therapeutic relationship will be a good one, and hopefully those will help too. Question number 3, how do we deal with conflicting thoughts of knowing when we need more treatment versus when we just need to try harder with the treatment we're receiving? For example, IOP or OP versus IP, which outpatient versus inpatient. How do you know which is negative / lazy / disordered voice and which one's telling the truth? Talk to your treatment team. That's the best thing. We all know it's hard, and sometimes we get tired of working on it. And I've even told my therapist sometimes, I'm like, couldn't I just not talk about this and deal with this today? I just want to not deal. And she knows it's hard, and she'll say, well, of course, it's easier to not deal with it, but it's actually going to make your life a lot harder. So we totally get that. And all of us will have those days where we're really tired and we just don't want to. But your treatment team will know if that tiredness is because you're not getting the support you need from your level of treatment. So I would bring it up as a question and just pose it that way. Say, I don't know if it's just me getting tired because it's hard work or if I actually need more support. And you can talk about it because that will definitely help you figure that out. I know it's hard to know if, should I go into more treatment or not? But most likely if you're exhausted all the time and you find it really hard to even engage in treatment, that you would most likely need a higher level of care because that extra support will give you that extra energy to keep at it, okay? Now, question number 4. Do you think it's possible that my suicidal urges will never go away? I've attempted twice in the past and been an inpatient, but now I'm suicidal again. It's so hard to keep fighting. I'm trying to believe maybe nothing can make these urges go away. Do you believe that for some this may be the case, or do you think everyone will recover one day? I believe everyone will recover. Wow, that's a hard thing to say. Blah, blah, blah. I do. I know it's difficult. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with medication. I know I get a lot of backlash from a lot of you because you're like, Katie, aren't there ways that we can get help without medication? And yes, but suicidality is something that's very scary. And because we're at risk for killing ourselves, and there's no going back from that. And that's really, really frightening. As a therapist, that's something that I worry about. And oftentimes, if I have patients who've attempted or are thinking about attempting, I'll possibly force them into the hospital, 5150, or if I don't think they're at a harm for themselves at that moment, I'll make them see a psychiatrist because medication can really, really help that. And what medication does is helps us in the time of need. We don't have to stay on medication for the rest of our lives. Some of us may, but we don't have to. It's not always that way. And if suicidality is something you've struggled with, getting on medication can help your body do what it needs to do to create the chemicals in your brain to keep you out of that deep depression. And once we get that under control, you can sometimes go off of it. So please, please, please talk to your psychiatrist. Tell them that the thoughts are still there. And know that, yeah, it will go away, okay? I promise. I know it's hard work and it's exhausting, but getting the right team on board and getting the right help is key to that, okay? Now, question number 5, final question. Why are therapy sessions usually 50 minutes? Wouldn't it make more sense for them to be an hour? And this is a great question. I actually hadn't even thought about it because I am a therapist, I never questioned it. It's 50 minutes so that we have 10 minutes of a cushion to, number 1, take notes because I can't keep everything in my brain. So let's say my patient, Sarah, has a new boyfriend and I need to write his name down so that I don't have to keep asking her or keep wondering. It's just stuff like that. So that 10 minutes I usually take notes. I may return some phone calls. And also if we run over, so let's say you're finishing up a story you're telling me, I can't be like, oh, time's up, bing, get out, right? So it gives us that little cushion so that we can keep things on schedule. That's actually why. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and the journal topic of the day, I'm actually not going to do a journal topic today. I've had a bunch of you reach out to me and tell me things that have helped you, which I love hearing because the more we tell each other these things, the more we can help, right? And I actually, oh shoot, I forgot to write one down, but it's in my Twitter and I know it's there. But anyway, I will share it tomorrow. But 2 things that are helpful. Someone shared a song called Recover by Natasha Bedingfield. So thanks Dreamy Gymnast 5 for that. She said it's really a great song. So if any of you are looking for some motivating music, that's one option. And also, Smile on YouTube. She told me that there's an app called Recovery Record Eating Disorder Management that's really helpful. It has Not only ways you can record your food, it reminds you to eat when you're supposed to eat your meals and snacks. It also gives you a mood record so you can keep track of how you're feeling and what's happening. And it's all at your fingertips on your phone, so you don't have to lug around an old journal and be old school like me. So I think that is awesome. Those are great tips. And like I said, I have another one I forgot. It's actually it's a helpful online site that helps you journal. And I will write it down and I will give it to you tomorrow. Okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone. Give this a thumbs up if you like it. Leave your comments below. As always, tomorrow is Thursday and I will be on Twitter. So use the hashtag KDFAQ and ask your questions there. I love you all. I'll see you then. Bye.